3977 Public Health 206477 3977 King County 206477 3977 Public Health Community Radio Station will provide you with more information. Say Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
This is Brenda Charles Edwards, host of Seniors Matter. Join me every week to get information on activities and issues that impact the lives of older adults and their families. That's Seniors Matter every week on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Hello, listener. What's important to you about what's going on in your community? Are you interested? Are you concerned? In any case, I invite you to tune into my show, Seattle Here and Now, on Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Why? I will be covering a wide range of topics important to you and impacting the community. Each show will have a special guest or guests to share with you information on a variety of subjects that are happening here and now in Seattle. I promise I will work hard to make my show informative, interesting, and entertaining. Be sure to listen to Seattle Here and Now on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
If you or a family member are 55 or over and need nursing home level care, but want to keep living where you are, check out Providence Elder Place PACE. This program offers healthcare, housing, transportation, and recreational activities. There are no co-pays or deductibles, and it's covered through Medicare and Medicaid. Providence Elder Place PACE works to keep you healthy and in your home. Call 206-320-5325 or visit providence.org Elder Place. Providence.org Elder Place.
Well, hello there, Bettina Carey here, and I'm on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, and it's January of 2023. We're here to shatter glass ceilings right down to the floor. And for those of you who are new to us, we empower you. The community that I founded is an online community of like-minded people and an empowerment movement designed for coaches, authors, and leaders and entrepreneurs around the globe. And I'm an empowerer by nature, and I want everyone, and that includes entrepreneurs, coaches, authors, mentors, thought leaders, and self-service-based business owners to break through to multiple six figures in their income. And my goal is to leave a lasting impact on the planet because the folks that I work want to do just that. Are you tired of doing the same thing over and over and over again and getting not the results that you want? Well, today my guest is returning guest Lee Romanoff, and we're going to be talking about how to get off this treadmill and to make 2023 your best year ever. Today's meeting, we're going to actually also talk about how you can turn your message into $1 million business, because that's what Lee does. That's what I'm doing, and I want you to have the same. Today is Lee Romanoff's time again with us, and she's been making money online since 1994. She's reached the $1 million pinnacle, and we're going to be sharing a lot up front here. So welcome, Lee. It's so great to have you back.
Thank you very much, Bettina. It's great to be back. It's great to be here in 2023. We all made it past 2022, yes, which is good.
I know.
Behind us.
You know, as we are planning our 2023 and what we're going to be doing for folks, we had a wonderful meeting yesterday, and you got to dial in on some of the steps that people are taking on a day-to-day basis that they really should just plain stop doing, and some of the things that they should pick up to do, and some of the action steps that they're going to lead them right to success. So let's just start right away with what are some of the steps that you think are important for people to stop doing and replace with the steps that you think are the best steps yet to come?
Well, there are really what I consider 4 categories. Your must-dos, and those are things like looking at your email, returning messages, talking to clients. Those are your must-dos to keep your business and your life going.
Yeah.
Another must-do, but it's a separate category, is collect money. That's actually really hard, but I think a lot of us have money that's out there, and you just feel for whatever reason that it's not the most fun thing to do is call somebody and ask them for money. It just isn't. There's no two ways about it. And not only that, because if you have the money laying out there, you still feel you have money out there. But as soon as you call someone and they say no, then there goes that money. So what I'd say is make that call, collect money. If you can't collect it, then just write it off. Don't keep it hanging there because it's just a distracting and somewhat depressing element.
Yes.
The third thing is what I call rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. Those are the things that you do. They're the breaks you take. They're the videos that you're watching that attract you. They're the searches for mindless things. They're the altruistic thing where you're always wanting to help somebody, but it's not bringing you money in. And if you keep helping people, but you don't bring in the money, that's a big problem. Even though it feels good, it's kind of the opposite of collecting money. Yeah. And then the final thing is the big thing. And that should demand most of your focus, but it gets the least of your focus, is promoting your business. Because it's hard. Everybody always wants to be a marketer and a promoter, but when you get right down to it, picking up that phone and pitching a radio station or a TV station on your message is hard. So you need to allot an amount of day to just doing that and pick your most productive time of day, whether it's in the morning, afternoon, or evening. We all vary. For me, it's the morning. If I don't do it in the morning, I'm not going to do it afternoon. I'm just not.
Yeah. And, restricting yourself from doing things during the peak hours that could be done in the nights or on weekends or whenever your non-productive time is really one of the biggest challenges I think entrepreneurs tend to have, because it's right in front of you. Oh, it'll just take a few minutes. But I have actually looked at my use sometimes of social media, for example, and, it'll say 8 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours. I'm like, what? Throughout the day, a minute here, 5 minutes there, 10 minutes there, came to 8 hours. Are you kidding me? So there is this idea of scheduling things too that we talk about, where you block out some time. You make it a priority. You prioritize the things that need to be done. Yesterday, Marcella Arietta, who's a member of We Empower You, was talking about allotting every one of her tasks an A, B, or C status, A being the ones that are going to get the top priority. So whatever the trick you have up your sleeve to get the right tasks done and take the right action. But the biggest point that you're making is to move promotion up to the top of the list, right?
Absolutely. Do your must-dos, like answering phone calls, getting back to people, opening up your emails. Do your must-dos. Get them over. I allotted 3 hours for my must-dos. And when I timed myself, it took me a half an hour. So that left me with an hour and a half to do what? Rearrange the deck chairs of the Titanic, of course. It's also important to, when you write down your to-dos, assign a dollar value to it in regard to how much money is this going to earn you. And you'll be shocked to see that 90% of what you do earns you zero money. And if somehow throughout the year you can flip that, then you've got the most productive business that you could imagine. And a little bit later in this show, we will tell you how to have the most productive business you could possibly imagine, and profitable.
Yeah. So part of getting off the treadmill and producing the results that you want, not the ones that you don't want, is actually rescheduling your promotions up front after you've gotten your to-dos list done. That is the must-dos, as you call it. So another thing about setting goals, like I personally know now because of my relationship with you, working with you all these years, how to make $1,000 a day. So my goal is every single day, generate $1,000 of cash flow come heck or high water, just keep that motive going, right? Some days I'll fall short, yes, but other days I'll exceed the goal. But having a numeric goal that you can track and be precise about every single day is very, very important. Now, some people use it, they use their budget as their guide. I choose not to use my budget as my guide. I choose to use, very lofty goals to achieve 6 figures, double 6 figures and beyond as my goal, so that I actually am producing, if I fall short, I'm not going to fall that short, right? So the higher my goal, the closer I get to it, right? It's like when I was running in high school in track, I never just looked at the finish line, because if I did, I probably would just collapse right in front of the finish line, because I did long distance running. So instead, I would always look beyond that place. So that's another good thing that you're bringing up.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And the other thing, and this is where I really get into it, a lot of people sell. And when you sell, does that sale make you money? Or does that sale cause you to do now a whole bunch of work? And you need to determine, is a sale actually going to bury you in work? And maybe can you change what you're selling slightly to, if you sell it, you actually make money and you don't have to do work. And that's the big change. The other thing that's key to this is, are you selling into a product that will give you an annual income and renew year in and year out? Because that is the key to how to turn your message into $1 million business. Wow. If you sell once to a product that renews year in and year out. And Bettina, you've got the business in a box, a product line that every entrepreneur should have, because it's over the top with the benefits and anything that an entrepreneur needs. You've got that, and you're even giving that away for free for people to sell into, to create an annual income. And it's almost too good to believe.
It is. What were we thinking?
Exactly.
So when you talk about giving away for free, people have 90 days to just say yes to be a member of the We Empower You community, and to really try on for size this whole notion of creating an annual income, a renewable income that recurs every single year, and one that is of substantial portion, right? So what we do is we have our membership at $1,599, and we give 50% of that amount to whoever refers us one of our new members, our Just Say Yes members or a fully paid member. It doesn't really matter. But in either case, you're going to end up with an income that regenerates every year upon renewal of that member. So this was a really big eye-opener to our conversation when we first met about 4 years ago. It's like, I'm going to teach you how to stop working so hard. I'm like, why? Isn't that the whole point of working hard, is how you make money? No, slap wrist on the hand. That is not how you make large amounts of money. You put other people to work. That's how you make large amounts of money. So this is a new thing that I stumbled onto 4 years ago after meeting you. And of course, I've actively been promoting, going on 3 years, the We Empower You community coming this June of 2023. So what more do you have for us on this new 2023, getting off the treadmill and turning 2023 into the best year ever?
Well, the best year ever comes with your business in a box, and I'll explain why. It gives you an all-inclusive website platform with an online store, and you can become your own Angie's List with its directory. It gives you sponsors. It gives you a TV show spotlight on all the major stations like Apple TV and Amazon Fire. It gives you branding, which tells you the colors to use, the words to use, the emotions to use. It gives you a media list of the top radio stations where you can be interviewed. And most importantly, it gives you mentoring by both Bettina and myself on a weekly basis. So that in itself is explosive. Every entrepreneur needs it. And as Bettina said, the package is only $15.99. If you were to buy that individually, all those components, you would be spending over $6,000. And you can even sell and promote the business in a box separate from actually getting involved with it. So if you contact Bettina or myself, we will allow you to promote the business in the box and still share our revenue 50-50. We manage the box, you do the promotion, we consider you a 50-50 partner. So there's two ways of looking at it. You're getting the business in the box, where you're getting all the sponsorship and the TV show and the media list and the mentoring, or you can just take it and say, I know 4 entrepreneurs that would love this business in a box. And again, Bettina, it's brilliant.
I love that. Our two heads came together, and all of a sudden we have this crack the code moment where teaming up, working collaboratively. We also have our Wednesday meetings where we all get together and talk about how to grow and promote the business in a box, which is under a payment program called Just Say Yes, where you have 90 days to experience what it is to have this box and this valuable content that you can utilize to advance your business, to leapfrog your business to a new level than you could achieve if you paid for it, right? Although you can pay for it, I'm sure you can pay for it out there. At the end of the day, what we've done is put this all in one affordable package. It amounts to like a cheap cup of coffee every day. Who can start a business for a cheap cup of coffee every day? I don't know anybody who can. Without this box, most people wouldn't be able to. So that's a little bit about the opportunity that we've co-created here, Lee and myself, with the We Empower You community. We also host on a quarterly basis the upcoming We Empower You Global Summit, which is coming up on March the 8th. And we go from 8:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, a 12-hour show. It could turn into even a multiple day show as we go forward, because it's turned out to be one of the best things we do. What else more do you have for us today, Lee?
Well, the summit is something that people should tune into. We run it every quarterly. It runs for a day. And what is special about that is you have about 30 top experts in all kinds of fields of business, health, mind, body, and soul. And they give you 15 minutes of their top aha things on how they got to the top, what you should be doing, how you can benefit from their experience. And it is mind-blowing. And I can't even believe it. I mean, things I haven't even been interested in before, now I'm interested in.
Yeah. The topic areas are business, leadership, love, life, health, and wealth. And on top of that, we also make sure that our members get an opportunity to speak on this virtual stage, which is an important benefit of being a member as well. And they get a little bit longer time frame, but at the end of the day, it's just a wonderful opportunity. So if you're a coach out there, an entrepreneur, someone who's got a sidekick business, or you've literally just written a book, or you're an author now, we want to talk to you. You want to talk to us. We have this business in a box so that you can launch and catapult your business to that next level. And you're going to do it in 2023 if you hang out with us at all, because Lee and I devote our time every week to our members and to those that are interested in doing this. I don't know where you got your calling, Lee, to be so helpful, but you have truly been such a supportive business owner and mentor and friend to me and to all of the people that have come through our ranks. I trust you implicitly to do your very, very best. You're a seasoned marketing professional, SEO expert. Of course, I'm going to be celebrating my 30th year in business this May. Between the two of us, we definitely provide a lot of mentoring, coaching, consulting, as you would call it, and to help really kickstart folks into a successful business with this model of a recurring business. So if you're in a business selling something, that's great. Keep doing that. But if you want to learn how to grow a recurring income that renews annually, that's what we are all about. So come on over if you're watching. And of course, our meetings you can join through the weempoweryourlife.com website. Go to our calendar, go to our Wednesday meeting that's at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or go to the calendar to also look up at the summit and get your summit admission credentials to go into our Zoom meeting that we host every single quarter. We are nearly ending our time here. We've got about 5 minutes more. Let's go back into that conversation about the treadmill and what more do folks need to give up and what more do they need to take on?
Well, I think they have to give up wasting their time doing nothing that makes them money, and that they should lean into the idea of promotions. And if you're a little bit hesitant about, promoting your business, we have all kinds of strategy. We can do it through email marketing. You can do it through ads. You can do it through talking to the media, TV or radio. The thing is, we have the experience where we've done it, and we've done it all. We don't teach you things we haven't done. We've done it. We've been successful at it, and we're passing on the strategies to you. And guess what? It's not costing you any money to jump into our Wednesday meetings, and you will be shocked at how much assistance you can get from the group. If you're stuck on something and Bettina and I have no idea, you can guarantee that you will get your answer and help from our group. So that is incredibly special.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, one of the number one things that people say about us is that together we are more successful, right? It's that we're locking arm in arm. We're not out there alone in the wildness of world and doing it all of ourselves, because that gets very lonely. It also gets to be a little bit overwhelming at times. I mean, how many authors, coaches, and speakers have been told you need a Facebook group, you need a book for that, for example, you need an email list, a large email list, you need this, you need that, you need the coaching program, you need coach packages, you need so many things. Well, yes, those things might get you some business and they might get you some sales, but they're usually going to get you a lot of work trying to put it together. But if you take your coaching, your book, your whatever it is you do, your consulting, and you put it up with our package and sell it for $15.99 or more, you're going to make more money, and it's going to generate a renewing and recurring income that recurs every single year when the member renews. So it's just a totally different approach to business. And of course, I'm not sure exactly where you got your ideas, Lee, from, but you've been doing this since 2004. And you have a saying, don't let someone who has never done a website, had a website make money, do your website. Lee's
That's
made
right.
money, and she's been doing it for a very long time. Maybe you could wrap up with your story of how you sold your business for $2 million plus.
Well, very simple. You see, I actually lucked into finding out the secrets of how multi-million-dollar companies create an online income. And one of the largest media companies in Canada called Tourstar saw what I was doing and purchased my business for just over $2 million. And all it did was send leads to businesses. And I say that the money is in the recommendation. And it's true. And that's where Bettina and I have come together and created a package where if you recommend it and someone purchases it, you make money. You make $800 per purchase. And if you want to set a target for 2023, 100 people that you recommend that get our business in a box, because every entrepreneur should have that, you will end up making $80,000 a year in and year out. And this is what's special. And if you get stuck, you've got Bettina and I here to help you do that, to meet your goal. So I can't imagine anybody offering anybody else more success opportunities than the WeEmpowerYouLife.com website does.
I love it.
WeEmpowerYourLife.com. Sorry.
When we started this in 2020, COVID had reared its ugly head. And I thought I was just going to be doing mentoring and inspiring the rest of my days. And at the end of the day, I've also made more money during this time than I have in my entire life. So I was heading towards retirement age, and now I'm thinking, I'm not going to retire. I'm going to just keep promoting others and keep making money. Why not? And at the same time, I can continue to mentor and inspire all the rest of my days, which of course warms my heart. So we are in our final moments here, Lee. Give us your final thoughts and how folks can get a hold of us again.
Well, Bettina, you said it. You started this in 2020, which is perfect vision. And all they need to do is go to your website, WeEmpowerYourLife.com, and on the top bar to the right, click Just Say Yes and look at what we offer and join. You got 3 months for free, and then you can decide whether you want to continue on. But definitely, if you don't do it now, when?
That's right. Do it now, and by March or April of this year, you'll already have income coming in, right? That's the whole goal. Is we will help you to generate income. That is our whole point for being right now. So again, go to WeEmpowerYourLife.com. I also wanted to say again, a great big thank you, Lee, for making my life so much sweeter. Working together with you has been one of the most wonderful opportunities that I've experienced in business. We come from very different points of view, but where it counts in the middle, where we actually agree, is that we are here to help people to create an online income that can last them forevermore. They can create wealth. They can also generate a legacy for their families. That's what I'm doing. And so I cannot thank you enough for the friendship and the time that we've spent. Thank you so much for joining me here today.
Yes, and in 2023, Bettina, we're going to knock it out of the park and shatter that glass ceiling.
There you go. Okay, everyone. Our next show coming up is the Reggae Hour, episode 137. Thank you, everyone, for watching and listening. Please leave us a comment. I read them, and I love your feedback. Join us again on Thursdays, 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll see you next week. Bye for now, everybody. 2022 has been challenging for all of us. I believe the answer to the question, what's next, is together. I'm Bettina Carey, founder of WeEmpowerYourLife.com. And with the help of thought leaders, newsmakers, and game changers, I'm working to build a community of trust, and you're invited. If you have felt the pains of loneliness and anxiety in this unprecedented time of isolation, We Empower Your Life offers fellowship, mentors, and guides to help you avoid life's roadblocks and get to now faster. Are you concerned about your future in the face of possible recession? We Empower Your Life challenges you to think in abundance mindset. And we're all working to take our finances from good to great. You won't be alone on this trip. We Empower Your Life features entrepreneurs, coaches, startups, and community leaders from around the globe, all reaching for that next rung and looking to help someone else up as well. We do not think we have all the answers, but we do think together we can ask all the right questions. I've decided to thrive in the face of turmoil, and I want you to thrive too. Do that by claiming one of the first 203 tickets, courtesy of gracious sponsored underwriting. Tickets and information are WeEmpowerYourLife.com or scan the code if you're watching on TV. We'll see you at the summit.